What's up, everybody? So, it's more like Freelancer DJP, also known as Young Flapjack to many people on Artamino. But, like promised, I said I would do a video on my painting process. So, without further ado, let's get to it. But first, let's get a painting. Let's show the painting that that posed the question. Should have shown my painting process. And it was this one. I'm gonna take an in close depth look at it. So I think I did pretty good on it. I always struggled with painting eyes, but I was able to get it this time. I had to watch a couple videos to get it. I say the nose is pretty good. I think the lips pretty good. I'm surprised the ear came out like it did because I messed up the ear. Like I messed up the ear really bad because I was painting all on one layer, and I was so stupid I forgot to make like a copy of the layer. So I didn't do that. But anyway, I'm gonna teach you my I'm gonna teach you all my processes of I'm gonna teach you all my process of how I get down in the painting game, and how if you want to paint like this or paint close to this, or you don't, or you think my painting is amateurish or whatever, leave me tips in the comments, or ask me questions in the comments. So I'm sorry about that. Got people texting me. But without further ado, let's get into it. But before we do that, we're gonna analyze another painting. Well, this wasn't really a painting. That was like what I just showed you guys was a digital photo. It was a digital portrait. So sorry about that. This is actual, like, this one is a different style. This is I wouldn't say it's my preferred style, but it's a style I feel I can just go freely with, because I'm free to do what I want with the colors. But with like a portrait, you have to with a portrait you have to stick to the skin. The skin is your portrait. You have to a portrait is imitating the skin and making it look as real, or as smooth, or as rough, or as as close as you can get to making it look like the person, which it did, and she loved it. So I achieved my goal, but same end, I really do think I can do better. But let's get back to this Darkwing Duck painting, which is going crazy on Arduino right now. I checked it out. There's like 150 something likes on it. So good job. Thank you all. But with paintings like this, I can just feel free to do the colors I want and just go in on it. So this took me an hour, not because it was like really hard to do. It was because it was something in it. It was like, add more color. No, don't use too much color. Add more shadow here. Add more shadow there. Or no, the beak should be like this. Or should I make him like Dark Duck? Should I make Dark Duck friendly like this? Or should I make him sort of like on the edge? Because on this one, I was doing a collab with a gentleman on Instagram by the name of @ROCETO. So Rockito, I think. But his name is Juan, and I'll put his Instagram in the description so you can go do it. But he did this awesome. He drew this awesome Darkwing Duck, and we did a collab. He did this awesome Darkwing Duck, and I painted, and it was an amazing collaboration. We also did a collaboration together on, I believe it's the TMNT. Yeah, so we did a collaboration together on the Ninja Turtles, where he had drawn this piece. Well, wow, there's no layer. He had drawn the piece. He had drawn the line art, and I had painted it. And again, this well, actually, this one had took me a couple days because I had wanted to get in. This is when I was first starting to break into the style, and I wanted to add colors and everything, and make sure everything popped. From like, I was thinking of everything, like where were they? How would the light bounce off of this light, that light, and everything? So it turned out great and looked amazing because I just like mixing colors together. It sort of looks like that. The painting style looks like that. I forget, but it was like a children's book that was painted like this in this sort of style. And I remember that book, and I was like, wow, I really want to sort of do it like that. I think it turned out great. So wow, spent about 6.5 minutes on just talking about paintings and collaborations I did with other people. Let's actually get into the painting. So start out with a hard brush. And we're gonna do like the whole circle thing. Now, when I think of color, I automatically think, oops, that looks terrible. But I automatically think, where's the light coming from? Where's the shadow coming from? Is there a secondary light? Uh, where's the scenery coming from? Is there something special happening? Are there sparks flying? Is there something going on? And usually my mind gets racked up in everything, and that's why it sounds crazy right now. So what I'm about to do is, what I usually do is I want to layer lock the transparency on this really quick, and take my hard brush and go over this with a different color, a stagnant color. So let's go with like an orange. Pretty basic. It's a pretty basic orange. So let's turn the orange into something amazing. And we're going to unlock it now. And let's go on one layer. If I mess up, oh well, I mess up. That's part of the process, people. So I think I'm gonna do this last part, and I'm gonna let this last part go in time lapse. And during the time lapse, I'm gonna explain what I've done, because I want to keep this video to about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. But well, it depends on what we do in real time. So let's try to do it in real time. So let me just go back to my brush set. Back around brush, and I usually go from dark to light. But for this video, we're gonna do something special and go from light to dark. I just wanted to kind of get like the brush going in. A couple strokes in. Now we're going to switch back to the brush we're on. Give it some inlight depth. Like I said, I like the contrast with colors a little bit, so I like to mix it up, give it a little dimension. Just a little bit of dimension. So naturally, if the light is right here, then you want to put your shadow if your light is right here, you want to naturally put your shadow below, so it'll be sort of like going this way. I'm gonna darken that. Make it sort of darkish reddish almost. I don't think it really looks that red. There we go. Get like a almost arbony, darkish color in there. And remember, guys, that shadows reflect color. Just like there's always some secondary light bouncing off. So as your shadow comes out more, as it gets closer to its endpoint, which would be about right here, then it starts to get lighter. And that's when you want to turn this into a airbrush. To get this airbrush sort of dancing in there. But first, we're going to change back to our pencil brush and blend it in because our time is coming to an end. So just gonna blend that in really quick. And we're gonna add a even bigger highlight, even brighter and almost close to white almost. But you never use white. Bad idea to use white. And you're gonna not never use white. You only use white when you have like a want that to be like really, really small. Ish. And with further ado, people, I mean, that's basically my paint process in a nutshell. Like I said, I really don't use that many brushes. Today I used maybe 3 brushes out of the 50 that I do own. So, and I'll also put this on I'll put this I'll put the Jesus, just bye people.